Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And I'm here in Blackpool, and I am in South Shore, and I'm at the top of Waterloo Road near the promenade. So today, I know we've done it before, I just thought I'd take a little walk down Waterloo Road. It's about 8:30 in the morning, Friday the 21st of July, and just have a look around the area. So at the top there we've got a joke shop, and Brooks Collectibles now is a little museum upstairs there. It's really cool. If you go into Brooks when they're open, it's a museum up there. Of course, Notorani ices. They're very, very famous throughout Blackpool, and probably further. I think people come from other places, and when they visit Blackpool they come to Notorani's. Now Waterloo Road's a funny little place really. I mean, until the 80s it was an absolutely buzzing area, and Bond Street is full of life, shops, shopping, all sorts. There's a little street here called Bath Street alongside of the Hearts, or what was the Hearts building, Christmas shop. And before that, many of you remember, it was a Woolworths. Now this place has seen better days. I mean, look at it now. I really wish the council would pull the finger out and at least let Howard Plant drop this building. They have no objection to demolishing it, but they rejected it simply because they didn't want a car park put in here. Now, if, like me, you're local and you do come up Waterloo Road, you will realise that parking is of a premium up here. And if you're not here at 8:30 like I am this morning, it's really hard to find a parking space. Obviously all this was empty not 10 minutes ago, so it's crazy. So you've got Bond Street over there, and that wants some serious TLC. That is a disastrous street. It was once a very, very vibrant shopping hub, like I say, and now it's just desolate. It really is. It's awful. We've got the shoe market here. This used to be a market and a flower market, I believe, back in the day. So down there you've got Bolton Street. More residential than anything else. There's a couple of shops at the beginning of it just down here, but beyond that there's not a lot on there.
Then goes a HR mark.
The Bull, very, very popular pub here down South Shore. Have a little beer garden and a bit of a sporting, they play all the football matches and stuff like that. So what you find as well down this end is that there's lots of little tiny side streets that you think are back alleys. You think they should be back alleys, but they're not. So this is Gordon Street. Now, there are houses on here. I say it's a strange little area in some respects, South Shore. You've got to bear in mind, a lot of these houses were here before the shopping centres were built. They were little cottages, weren't they? Back in the day. Of course, you have the old post office over the road. which has now got a gym upstairs. I don't think downstairs is being used for anything as it stands, but I know upstairs there's a gym. So Waterloo Road now more consists of some second-hand shops, some charity shops, and the odd other place. It used to be a market here, that's now gone. Yeah, this was the site for Waterloo Road Market. Now, it closed during COVID, actually, and just never reopened. Then this essentials shop has been put there, so they've taken over that now. The convenience store there, that used to have a post office in it, and the post office has gone, so that's now all closed down. Warwick's Amusements, these open when they're open later. There's a pet supply place in here. Jackie's shop, she sells some nice stuff. You've got over the road there, that used to be a nice shop. It's now a Pepe's Piri Piri. So it's just, yeah. Things change and they're not always for the better. Not always. Now, this is Moore Street, one of the residential streets down this end of town. So Waterloo Road carries on all the way down to Oxford Square, where the old Oxford pub used to be, which is now an Aldi. So it goes over the bridge over there. We've driven it a few times, if you remember. I just want to show you over here as well. St Bede's Avenue. Again, this one in itself, there's really nothing on it. This little bit here. That. You know, when you think back in the day, that Waterloo Road area had cinemas, theatres, the Lido swimming baths down at the bottom, a big market. It used to be absolutely buzzing. It really did. So we've just come down the back of Waterloo Road. We've got this part of St Bede's Avenue here, which maybe some people don't know exists, but it is here. There you go. Some of them look in decent condition, some of them look like they need a bit of TLC. And to be fair, all you've got down the back of here is the back of Iceland. So I'm all up for the fact that all these town centre developments are going ahead. You know, we're getting new buildings here and there, and you know, the demolishing old buildings that literally they can't use for anything else. But South Shore just seems to get neglected. It's like we have been forgotten when it comes to let's sort Blackpool out and change its appearance and change people's perception. South Shore really seems just to be ignored. So we're just walking behind the shops at the minute, sort of on the alleyways. Just for somewhere a bit different. You see what the back streets look like. And it's not always pretty. Yep. But yeah, like I say, I'm all for investment in Blackpool, and I love the fact that so much stuff is being done. But what about South Shore? What about Waterloo Road? What about Bond Street? You've got businesses on the promenade that complain that not enough footfall. Well, there won't be, because the area's a dump. You know, 2 steps behind the promenade, there's nothing here. You don't want to come and look round. You don't want to shop, because there's no shops worth having, unless you want to go to Cherry Shop or nip to Iceland or put a bet on the horses. There's nothing here. And it really, really needs to change. So we're now like 10 to 9, and yeah, things are starting to pick up a bit. It's getting a bit busier. We head just towards Lytham Road. We've got the Royal Oak there. The roundabout covered in weeds. Be alright if it was wildflowers, but it's not, it's weeds. Yeah. Just turn you and have a little look back at Waterloo Road there. So yeah, that's like the shopping area of Waterloo Road. And apart from the odd shop of interest, to be honest, it's a dump. Let's face it. Let's be straight here. We need investment down in South Shore. And I know how off-putting it is for businesses to think about trying to open up in an area that seems to be desolate. I get it. But if people don't invest in South Shore, it just dies as an area, which is what is happening. And it has been happening for 20 years, 40 years probably. It's just, it needs changing. It needs to be changed, you know. Anyway, enough of my innate ranting. I'm going to drop this one here and leave it. I'll be up at Tiffany's Hotel tomorrow photographing a wedding, so my chances of vlogging over the weekend probably roughly 0. So I'll leave this one with you. I'll love you and leave you. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, I will catch you later. Bye.